So in today's society of social media, it's become very hard to find quote-unquote genuine connections. Now today's clip is called "They Want Mentally Stimulating Men, but Their Actions Say Otherwise." And this is the situation that we find ourselves in, right? We have people saying this, saying all of these beautiful words, and at the end of the day, well, their intentions might be a little bit different. Let's check out this clip from the Whatever podcast. Make sure that you are subscribed for more.
Because I think you're going based off looks. But I think for me, anyways, in my past relationships and anyone that I'm trying to pursue, it's all about, like, the connection. Like, I think the whole stigma of trying to find someone in your, like, basically your rating, like the leagues thing, like 10 stay with 10s and then 5 stay with 5s or whatever. I don't really look at people, like, I don't look at someone and think, oh my God, like, he's so attractive, definitely, like, I need to get with him. It's more like, can I have a conversation with him? Can I actually sit down and, like, pick his brain, really understand what I'm saying? Because if I ask him a question, girl, I'm sorry, if I ask him a question if the sky is blue,
That's the first knowledgeable thing I've heard said on this podcast.
He's like,
I mean,
look, I'm just like
make it make sense,
like,
please.
you could be like, to the world, like Andrew said, like the norm of being the most attractive man in the world. But if I genuinely cannot conversate in an emotional connection way, then I'm like
unattracted.
Yeah. Like, to me, that's like, I genuinely cannot be with
I mean, I think it's the same for most men. If you cannot sit down and have an intellectual conversation, why are you even there? You're just wasting your time.
Like, if there's a man that you guys deem to be of not as attractive as another man, but I can genuinely sit with him and chat with him and have a genuine conversation that's like deep and meaningful, and yeah, like, I can't put them to ranking, or like, I don't believe that I believe some men should and can, I guess, shoot for the stars, but like, I don't mean it in sense of it's just looks wise. Like, their personality needs to come from a good home, good heart. Like, and I'm not a 10. I think I'm a solid 5. Like, I don't think I'm that bad, but I don't think I'm anywhere close to fine as hell.
Could it be some humility on the Whatever podcast? Ain't snowing yet outside.
But for me, anyways.
No, I completely agree. I think attractiveness, your personality and what you bring to the table in the terms of can we talk at the table, that plays the biggest part. Because you can be a drop-dead gorgeous guy or a girl. Most of the time, if you're not stimulating mentally, or if you have a bad personality, like a male 10 by societal standards, if he's a 10, but he has nothing going on in his head, just not nice, not very intelligent, automatically it's like, oh, what a bore, what a waste of physical potential when there's nothing going on in your brain.
Yeah, it immediately goes down to
Okay. I get what you're saying, but you're saying that now on air in front of a camera. Will you have the same attitude in real life is the question. 99% of the time that answer is no.
a 6'5" kind of level.
Definitely.
Can I be honest about something from my personal view? There's been guys who've been like super nerdy, because I'm also like that. I like to connect with them intellectually, and I just knew from the get-go, like, it's not going to go anywhere because there is no physical attraction from my standpoint. So I totally agree. It definitely subconsciously, it's one of the things I look at, like, okay, we're getting along, but I'm also attracted to you.
Oh no, looks
physically.
are definitely important. I'm not saying looks are not important. Definitely you got to be attracted to them. But me personally, I get more attracted to someone. Like, for example, my man could be a 3 out of 10 or whatever. But the more I'm with him, I'm going to find him a 10 out of 10.
Sure.
I'm going to find him like straight 10 out of 10. Like, I'm just going to have that bias thing the more that I'm with them. He will automatically become more attractive to me anyways.
Okay, well, let me ask you, have you ever dated what you think is a 3 out of 10? Physically?
No, they haven't.
Tired of your YouTube channel not getting the attention it deserves? Building a YouTube channel can be a...
Yeah, see, here's the thing. It's very easy to say it here on the Whatever podcast with a huge audience in front of cameras. It's very easy to sound like this and sound like you have these values. At the end of the day, what matters is go and look at your past relationships. Go and look at the people you've interacted with. Have you stayed true to those values? No.
Has any of your exes actually been a 3 out of 10?
I don't think that's nice, but I think they're okay.
You think they're okay?
They're okay, yeah. They were really nice and like funny. Like, see, my first ex was Egyptian and my second was Filipino. Like, I definitely don't have a type, I guess, necessarily. Like, if you just have like a good heart and you're funny, whatever, automatically you just become more attractive to me.
Well, how long did that take? Was that a process?
I get, but like the things that we were friends before we became anything.
Wait, if I can just jump in here.
I'm sorry.
So Q wasn't asking about your type. Whether they were Egyptian or Filipino is kind of irrelevant. There are plenty of attractive Filipino and Egyptian men. So he's asking if they were,
If they were.
or any of the men you've dated were 3 out of 10s.
If we
in their
use-
looks.
I don't think so.
Okay,
You're more
but
attractive than that.
Possibly, yeah. But other people would say no, though. That's the thing, and I don't know if it's a bias because they're my friend or if they're generally unattractive. Do you know
So
what I
a
mean?
10
Yeah.
would say that he's unattractive, which
No,
is normal.
definitely not. A 10 would not say that they're attractive, but
No,
like
that they're unattractive. A 10 would obviously say like, oh yeah, he's unattractive because she's a 10. So she's not going to look at that guy and be interested in him at all.
what?
So
Well-
you are not going to look at a guy, even as, interesting as he is, he's still like ugly.
And I'm,
Yeah.
and I'm glad you said that, because that's essentially what it boils down to. You have to be physically attractive enough to get your foot in the door to where she even wants to know
Correct.
what your mentality and your personality is.
Correct.
And that's actually
Because as we've discovered in today's society, 90% of young men get ignored when they send a message. It's like that. It doesn't matter. You could be built like a Greek god, and you could still get ignored. You have to be of a certain type, or you have to have that certain aura in order to just get a response to get your foot in the door, which is not that easy.
I've actually done several research studies on physical attractiveness versus personality, with women ranking, personality versus physical attractiveness and everything. And all the studies reveal that when it comes down to it, physical attractiveness is actually number one.
Yeah.
You have to be physically attractive enough for a woman to even want to know if you're intelligent enough, if you can hold a conversation, if you're funny. Now, of course, women.
Correct. Okay, guys, let's cap it there. Now, what's more important to you in the comment section? This is our question of the day, and this is part of our Dumbest People on Social Media playlist, by the way. If you have not gone and checked it out yet, make sure you do so. So our question of the day at the end of the video is, what's more important to you? Physical attractiveness, or is it intelligence, or a balance of the two? Let us know in the comment section. Thank you for tuning in to Goals and Growth. Make sure that you are subscribed before you leave, and I'll see you next time.